So I wanted to talk to you about why I believe you're not getting the inheritance. The baby boomers are not going to give you their inheritance. And one of the reasons I believe this is because they're just selfish in general. They either have the inheritance or they don't want to give it to you, or they already spent your inheritance. I believe my parents probably are just going to either spend it or keep it from themselves until the day they die, because that's just how they are. But the baby boomers, let me tell you something about the baby boomers. The baby boomers were the most privileged generation in human history. They had the best economy in the world back then. There's never going to be another economic time in my lifetime, nor your lifetime, nor in human history where the economy was that good. Never.
All right, so I don't know about you, but when I was watching this video, I picked up on something. This guy seems kind of bitter, guys, a little bit bitter, but let's keep going. See if you can pick it up.
Going to happen ever, guarantee it. They lived in a time where jobs were in such abundance, pensions were available, insurance benefits were great, wages were great. Everything was practically as rosy as it could be.
Hear that? Hear that? Like, as soon as his voice went up a little bit, I knew this guy is not happy. Everything that he's saying is absolutely on point. It's all true. The baby boomers is a special bunch. I think we all have to agree on this one. The baby boomer generation is a special bunch, very selfish people. But we're not here to complain about it. We're going to be here to look for a solution to our problems. Okay? How do we solve our problems while also solving the problem that the baby boomers are going to have so we can get paid out here? Okay? Let's keep going.
In a realistic world, right? They lived through some of the best times in history. But now all that's gone. Now the wealth is squandered. Now the jobs in 2025. Here we are. Fast forward to 2025. The wealth is no more. The jobs are no more. The good wages are no more. The benefits are no more. Everything is gone in 2025.
That sounds like a very defeatist thing to say. I understand how he feels. Trust me, the economy is in the toilet. Everybody's struggling. Nobody's hiring. The jobs are scarce. They're not paying very well. But let me tell you how you make money in any economy. It doesn't matter what the conditions are. You make money by solving problems. He's already stated something that is very obvious that I keep repeating on this channel over and over, which is this. The baby boomers are holding on to majority of the wealth. The Gen Zers are struggling. Millennials are struggling. They're broke. But the baby boomers are holding on to most of the assets, all this money. But there's something that the baby boomers don't have. They don't have their health, and they don't have the energy anymore. They are old now. So you as caregivers, you should see this as a massive opportunity. If the baby boomers are the ones that have got the money, then you should obviously be servicing them with your home care services. Offering them the services that you have to offer at a premium because they have the money anyway.
The boomers lived through the good times, and they lived through the good times. Oh boy, did they live through the good times. And now we're here.
And a lot of them are still good time. They're blowing their money fast right before they die. In fact, I talk to a lot of baby boomers nowadays, and they just tell me all kinds of insider information. And from what I'm gathering, guys, from all the information I'm collecting is that the baby boomers are panicking. They know they're really close to the end. The end is very close for them, and they're all panicking. And they'll pay whatever it is for them to live a quality life because they're spoiled. He just said it. This generation is completely spoiled. They had it so easy, and they want it to be easy to the grave. That's what they want. So if you're a caregiver, if you're a service provider, home care service provider, that can give them what they want, they will pay it. They have the money, guys. They have the money. But you gotta go for the wealthy ones. Don't go for the broke ones, because they're still like broke baby boomers. In fact, if you look at the population that is the fastest growing homeless population in the United States are old people over 70. Because some of these people are very complacent. They don't understand the economics like that. Majority of them don't. So they thought that just because they have a house that's paid off or car that's paid off, they were good, right? Oh no. There's still property taxes, inflation. Now they're getting squeezed. The economy is squeezing them. So a lot of them are getting wiped out, going homeless, losing their homes and stuff. But there's still a good chunk that is wealthy, that is holding on to assets. They're selling out their second home, third home, so that they can what? Afford senior care. Here's the other thing. A lot of these old folk, they had bad relationships with their children, their grown-up children. There's a whole movement, and I did a video about this. There's a whole movement called No Contact, where the children of the baby boomers, the adult children of the baby boomers, are now saying, hey, listen, these people are dysfunctional. I don't want anything to do with these people. And I don't even want to change their diapers when they're getting old. Because, old people, eventually, you're going to have to change their diapers. They don't want to do it. The children don't want to do it. But if you want to do it, and you know how to do it, you're certified and qualified to do it, then you can charge them whatever you want. The game has changed, guys. You have the leverage. Caregivers have leverage because there's a shortage of caregivers too. Just because people are getting laid off and everything does not mean there's no opportunity out there. There's plenty of opportunity. Excuse me. There's plenty of opportunity. So if you cater to the ultra wealthy, I promise you, there's money and you're going to survive.
Now we're here, and the boomers, the ones that mismanaged their money, right? The ones that maybe fell in economic hard times, but sure enjoyed the economy.
Oh, he's getting mad now. Instead of this guy getting mad, he should look for a trade. He should get into a trade. Maybe he should become a plumber, electrician, a roofer, and then cater to wealthy people who are baby boomers, and charge them an arm and a leg for those services, and get some of that money that he's complaining about that they have. Again, it's not all baby boomers, but he does have a point. So some of you might be tempted to think like this guy. That's not what I want. I don't want some of you guys to be having a defeatist attitude like this man right here. I want you to see the opportunity in everything that I'm saying and apply it and get paid out here and make money. Because some of you are hustling backwards. I know it because I talk to a lot of you guys. You're hustling backwards. All you're doing is going to your job all day. You're there, but you're not making any progress. In fact, you're regressing. You're going backwards. That's what's happening to millions of Americans. You need to be wide awake and know that if you move fast and start dominating in your town, in your city, catering to the wealthy, you'll be the first one to get all the money before everybody wakes up.
When it was good back then, are now expecting us, the millennials and Gen Z generations and future generations, to continue paying into their Social Security benefits while we struggle to live with 5 or 6 roommates.
So this is another thing I keep telling you guys. Do not go for Medicare. Do not even consider getting paid through Medicare. Because like this gentleman just said, there's not enough workers to support that system. The government is broke, guys. The government is broke.
In a 2-bedroom apartment, right? Where we can only afford bare basic food items like maybe ramen, or a package of ground beef from Walmart if you're lucky, because Walmart and everything in Walmart is too expensive. But even in their waning years right now, even in their waning years, they still think millennials are not working hard. They still think Gen Zers are not working hard enough. Even though boomers own more wealth right now than the bottom half of all generations, more than Gen X, more than the silent generation, more than millennials and Gen Z right now. Millennials hold over 50% of the wealth right now, in case you didn't know. All of us, we own about the bottom half, we own about 48% of that wealth. Yet, like I said, even in their waning years, the boomers are still wanting us to work ourselves to death, telling us we're not working hard enough, continuing to make decisions in Congress that affect our lives, even though they don't know a goddamn thing about how this economy is run today. They don't know. They are from a different era, a different dinosaur period. They're dinosaurs. They're from a different era, yet they're...
Okay, I think you guys get the point. Everything you said is true. And I hope you guys got the message here. The baby boomers have all the money, and this is why the home care business is going to explode in the next few years here. In fact, this is the best business to get into right now. especially in 2026 and beyond. In fact, what I'm seeing here in 2025, we're actually almost in 2026, so I should be saying in 2026 and beyond, the game is going to be for the taking, for the first movers. If you're smart, if you understand everything that, I'm telling you right now, and you're ready to work with the best, this means that you're ready to brand your home care agency. You're ready to work with me learning how to do sales, because sales is something that you will never lose. Despite what goes on with things like AI, you'll never lose when you learn the skill of sales. Once you can learn how to convince somebody to do business with you, it's a game changer. Schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Talk to you soon.